finally play in a game. You had to wait a long time.
Yeah, no, definitely fired up. I think all of us are extremely excited just to have an official game week, so ready to roll.
How do you tamp down the antsiness when it's so close?
You just take it one day at a time. You treat every day the same, and then they all start to feel the same. You get into a good routine, and yeah, that's really how.
Christian, for you, it's been a bit longer since you last played in a real football game. Is there does it feel any different? Is there any extra excitement for you?
I'm definitely excited. The emotions are obviously high, but at the end of the day, like I said, I try to treat every day the same, treat practice like I'll treat the game. So, when you go into the game, it's all about football, all about doing your job at a high level.
Do you think with the 17 games now, you're going to see more players accomplish what you and only two other guys have done with a thousand?
Hope not. No, that who knows? I have no idea. We'll see. I think obviously with an extra game, you're going to have guys whose stats are a little higher than normal just because of an extra game. But you never know. At the end of the day, it's all about wins, and that stuff's really cool, and you don't shy away from it. But winning's the only one that matters.
Does it devalue it at all with the extra game in there if somebody does it? Or?
I don't know. I mean, that's not. I'm sure people will argue one way or the other, but. At the end of the day, it's cool whether there's 16 or 17 games.
Have you done anything consciously or subconsciously with your practice regimen that's changed now that you're coming off these injuries?
Yeah, I think you're always adding stuff and maybe taking some stuff out. Whether you had an injuries or not. I'm really not focused on injuries. I feel great. I'm really healthy and ready to go.
Christian, how did you first meet Sam again, and what do you remember about that?
I met Sam a long time ago, actually. I don't even remember the first time I met him. I've known him for a little bit. Kyle Allen was here, and just sometimes being in California throwing with those guys, I met Sam there. I've met him at a couple Nike events, and so, we go pretty far back. But, Sam's he's the same guy all the time, and he's a great guy, great personality, just one of the boys, so. Well, I played against him in college, obviously, going back to when he was at SC. So I think we won those games, but I don't know. No, but so, yeah, going back to college, obviously talking with him after games and knowing about, the kind of player he was. I think the whole week we were just game planning for him and trying to stop him. So, we go way back.
What can you say about, a lot of guys when they play their former team, they get all fired up and extra motivation there. But Sam, you don't hear much of any of that. It's almost like it's just another game. What's that say about him?
Yeah, I think that's you said it best. It's another game for us. I know it's the first one, and there's a lot of stuff early on that with emotions and this and that, but we try not to focus on any of that. At the end of the day, we come out here, we do our warm up, we go to practice, we practice hard, and then take care of your body and make adjustments when needed, and that's kind of the day-to-day routine. And we try to leave all the emotions out of the building, and for everyone else to talk about.
You mentioned Sam being one of the boys. When he's away from football, does he tell jokes, sing songs? I mean, what's Sam like when he's not in the time games?
No, yeah, he's just a regular guy. He's somebody who. He's gonna come hang out. He's not too big for the scene. He's very humble. I think that's the word that I'm trying to think of. But he's a very humble person who works his butt off every single day. He's a football guy. Loves football and can joke around. Yeah, he's just a normal guy. Reminds me of like one of my buddies from high school.
Does he move easily through a crowd? I mean, you've got to be used to being recognized out in public. I mean, what happens when he's at a restaurant and somebody's like, "Oh my God, that's Sam Darnold"?
Yeah, he's extremely kind to everybody who notices him, takes pictures if they ask, signs autographs. So, yeah, he's like I said, he's a good person.
I think Cam said he came out of his shell. What did that look like?
Well, I mean, I've known him for a little bit, so I never thought he had a shell, but he might have had a shell to other guys. I don't know, but he to me, like I said, he's always been the same guy. So he's an easy but hard guy to describe because it's not, like he's just a normal guy, in a really good way.
Christian, what would you say about
talking about you a lot? We've had a lot of conversations about you.
Christian, what would you say about the work the offensive line is putting in so far?
Yeah, the O-line's been great. You know, they show up every single day trying to get better. You know, you see it not just on the field, but in the meeting rooms, going over any adjustments we have to make. And I think the thing I love most about those guys is just how tight of a unit they are. And you know, we're a product of them. You know, they move and then we move. So that's really how it works. They're the heart and soul of our offense, and everything goes through them. And I love the work that they've put in and the preparation that they've put in. I'm excited to share the huddle with them.
I'm curious to get your take on this defense. We've had a chance to see flashes through the preseason and camp. Being on the opposite side of what they do, how is this group different?
They're fast. They're fast. They run to the ball well. They fly around. They communicate well. They play angry in a good way. And so I'm excited to watch those guys against another team.
Matt was telling us he's going to watch football 3 straight days during this next few time off. What are you going to do during this break?
Yeah, I'll be here. You know, probably work out. Just, you know, stay in shape over these next 3 days. And, you know, you can't leave it too much. You know, Monday we start right back up. So I think the goal is just to reset everything so that Monday we come in flying ready to go.